From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. A touchback.
Line 20.
Double tight. 3 down. Switch. Shift. Watch the edge. Check the backer. 36. SOS.
4 down.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
Check 24.
Go, 12. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Second and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Shift. Watch the shift. Check the hot read. Kill.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Single. Watch 12. I got you.
Hey, lift.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Slam.
Tiger.
Switch.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert. Let's put that team on Monday.
On play action, Rosen. This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
After the interception, here's Gall. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Alert flare.
Value 3.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Grant, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Hold on. Check.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got you. Mike 34,
We go, 76.
Let's go, hey. Go Mike 34, Mike 34.
Bravo.
Watch the run.
To throw is gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
We go, 76.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I got it. Watch the safety creep.
3rd and 2. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Check 52.
We're good.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
now
just
you
called
can
it.
go. He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack on first down, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Bobbeeno Calhoun.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. It's Rosen. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Come on. 20.
Check in. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Throwing on third. Gone. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Go. Let go.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Maverick wall.
Check 26, check 26. Check, check. Fresno.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go, here we go. Turbo, turbo.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Wild Bill. Kill. Jim.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
52's the mic.
Where was that?
No, check that.
Goff on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hug. Middle. Hey, Delta.
43 is the mic. Get ready.
And now it's Rosen looking. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 78 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 27, Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Rosen. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And Woods has it complete. That's good for 28 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Ballage. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 33.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hug. Hey, Haywood.
From the 27, Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the shit. Check your hot read.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 30. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Slam, slam, slam.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down.
Let's go, Salah. 180. Hey, 76. 76. 76. Hey, zoom.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 34 is the Mike.
Out of the gun. Gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks.
We got 6.
Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, exit.
To throw is Rosen. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Rosen. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 1st down, it's gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action here with Rosen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rosen will throw. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Absolutely nowhere. Time to go. Night. Key to tight end. Key to tight end. 3 down. 3 down. Hug. Check. 3 down. 3 down. Check. 6-6. Pull it high.
On play action, Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because I think blowout.
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating. and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Super one, super one. Check three.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Tighten up.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Yes, sir.
They try right side here. Gurley.
Check 26.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Super 66.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Safety's creeping.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
At the 10-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, if you kill it, Monday.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Monday.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
57 the mic. 58.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Rosen off the play action. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Be ready, be ready. New mic.
Again, it's Rosen. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Dolphins.
Let's go, tackles. Hey, quarter. 58 to Mike, 58.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Hey, set. Wide, 80. Sugar, sugar. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Motion, motion, motion. Mine's 50, mine's 50.
I got him. Sugar, sugar.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. At the 49-yard